Hello everyone, welcome back to our session. So we're starting our session again. Today we have some real world projects that we are going to perform and understand the system design more deeply. Let's just check me is our voice is audible and other things. Yeah, all is good. Let's start with the session. So along with that, I just want to share something. If we let me just see, let's starting. Oops. Okay. No, this was the different thing, right? Okay, so practice session is this. Let's just give it just a second. Let's say load. It's loading. Just a few seconds. Mm, what's happened? Yeah, it's fine. Just a second. It's been loading. Okay, yeah. So we are about to practicing this real world projects. So let's start with this. Project one, real time Redis style in memories DB engine. Learn how to. Okay. So this is the thing that we are going to practice, but I want to just oh, sorry. Does it reveal something? Let it wait. Just a second. This is correct, but I just want to see when we go to here and ask him what are the core concepts in the system design that we should learn about it and explain why. uh, our goal is to write write and write not write code, just goal is to understand the system design. uh, Give me a second. uh, System design and understand the code architecture text. This is the overview that we are having. Understand? So we have something like this of the things which are having inside the system design. The system design is not just a short thing, just having a glimpse of it. So before continue with the questions, so I just want to see what are the things we are actually having in a system design. Um, Rather than this, can I edit this? Yeah, share the syllabus syllabus system design. Start from base to hero level. We have a level. We have practiced. Let practice. Oops. uh, Asynchronous async.js, uh, async.js and constructor function function and some and solve some of the questions related to the uh, system design. System design. Bringing guidance from the senior software engineer. Okay, so let's have a glimpse of the syllabus what we have. Senior engineer, I am thrilled to see you that approaching system design with a mindset, having a solid grasp of OOPS, asynchronous JavaScript constructor functions, basic system design means you have already conquered the hardest pre-request thinking in the component state, the asynchronous flow. Okay. In the production, system design is not about the memorizing pattern, it is about the managing trade-offs. Every decision you make to optimize speed will cost you consistency or money. Okay. So, based to Hero system designing syllabus, module one is foundation, the single server era. Okay. Yeah, I was just a few days ago was understand about the vertical and horizontal scaling, load balancing concept. We have been tried also. We have a network stack for architecture. Okay, this all are the part of the system design syllabus. Data layer, storage paradigm. Okay, SQL, non-SQL architecture. Okay, so we have also want to understand about the SQL. How does this work? Okay, database tracking, advanced caching strategy. Okay, distributed system theory, senior threshold. Okay, cap palsy theorem, something like maybe wrong pronounced. But these are the things that I also don't know, but we will be figuring out soon. Data replications, consistence model, distributed unique ID generations, communication integration decoupling. Okay, there is a huge syllabus. Okay, but for now, I just want to know about how I can practice system design in the SIGM design in my coding level. Currently practicing some JS questions, JS system level question. So in that, what will be the syllabus? Let's see, SYLA syllabus, and this is a syllabus, and uh, how does what are the what are what are the topics like low level design, LDVSIG, low level design, high level design, code, etc. So just to have a glimpse of it, let's understand what are those things and figure it out. Practical system design directly in the coding level, you are focusing on the design. High level design deals with the server databases, networks, LLD, low level designing deals with the classes, object design patterns, and structure. Since you already know JavaScript, you are perfectly in position for this. Okay. Oops, oriented design, OOD principles. Before writing a simple complex systems, your class structure must be clean. Solid principles. Okay, so here we are welcome the solid principles we are encountered. I've also not practiced about the solid principle yet, but interesting. Practice more about it. What are the solid principle? Encapsulation, state management, composition, overheritance. Okay, composition, overheritance, behavioral structure, design pattern, observe pattern, strategy pattern, factory abstractor, factory singleton pattern, concurrency, asynchronous design pattern, high level design versus low level design, okay, system architecture, infrastructure, low level design, architecture, classes, object, okay, component, load balancer, redis, caching, Kafka databases, okay, high level databases are the elements that we are dealing with it when we are practicing with projects. For now, we are focusing on design. So we have a clear vision about upcoming sessions. So we are focusing more on the low level designing. Okay. Apart from this, does we have any other stuff in system design? System design, uh, we can practice more with JS and code for stuff. Let's just understand. Okay, here is the several advanced thing, high level practicing system design concept that you are built entirely in JS. As a senior engineer, I love this exercise because they force you to think about a memory management, data consistency, high performance within a single threaded environment. Okay. In memory data structure, state engine, stream process data ingestion, distributed network concept simulators. Okay, okay, okay. This is a great system design practice and teaches you the resource efficiency we can use to okay, so we are pretty good have a knowledge about so what we have to do, what our visions. Current vision is to understand more about the low level design, how the low level design happens, how we can focus on code architecture, classes, and object more about it. After that, when we are moving forward with some projects, so we will be seeing also the high level design. Let's go back to our question session, so where we are practicing the question. So yeah, so we have a glimpse of things. Okay, thank you, Rishikesh Yadav. Let's just check. Just a second. Let me check. Does our volume is clear or not? Okay, we are just supposed to check in. Okay, I think so. Voice is clear. Just wait. Okay, I think now it's properly. It's audible. I think so. Voice is clear. Yeah, so voice is clear. I good to go. Let's move forward. So what we have a questions. Let's just go back to it. So our next question is about real time ready style in memory DB engine. Learn how to build a stateful data engine and expirations timeline timers, safe key settings and a snapshot rollbacks. Okay, this is our questions related to system design. Let's just understand a little bit more asking about it. So we are starting with our question number first, project first. Okay, so we have proper questions, also the descriptions, because this there is a most terms we didn't know about it, so we will be acknowledging now. Building in-memory database engine like Redis is one of the best project for mastering low-level system design. Real-world memory databases store directly in the RAM using fast key value pair while managing background system cleanups, safety backups. Okay, so for the cleanups and the safety backups. Okay, let's approach this project by breaking down the core concept first, then look how a system designer maps out the data flow. So we have to develop a mindset where we can analyze and think from our mind how we can decide, how we can supposed to manage all the data flows, how this is going from from point A to B. So like that we have to understand. Because currently we are just aware about the syntax, how the syntax flow goes on, and how the some basics coding classes is objects and instances are working, but we don't know how to connect that dots. Like from a dot, we have a multiple dots a b c, but we don't know how to connect them. Does it synchronously, or does they are connected from a synchronous way, or they are descending or ascending way? We didn't know how the points will be connected to each other. So we are understanding how we can think about a system designer. So let's go. Save key settings with the time to life. Okay, this is a new concept, time to life. I'm also not aware it. Let's aware ourselves. So TTL, when you're saving data to memory, you shouldn't let it sit there forever, or your server will eventually run out of RAM. Real system attach a time to live counter in milliseconds. The design choice, every key inside your storage map shouldn't just save a raw value. It should have a structured metadata object containing the value and explicit expiration timestamp. Value expires at and data now plus TTL. Okay. Yeah, little understanding. Okay, so what does this mean is we can't ever store all the things. We can't save it because when it's not a static project, it will be a dynamic project. A dynamic project, which means there is every time some what changes thing will be happening, which means we can't store all of the thing because there is a some kind of a context or some kind of a button. Sorry, bucket. Not button, bucket. So if a bucket has a some space inside it, so after if you open the tap, so it will be continuously flowing and filling up the bucket, but at a one point the bucket will be overflow, which means our data can be overridden and uh, can't be accessible. So we need and we can go for out of ramp, which means out of bucket also, because our water is flowing away. So that's a example that I got, and I can relate it that if you are relating something else, you can share your relatability in comment section. We love to see that. So let's go next. Design choice we understood. Second thing is the active garbage collection sweep. Okay, active expirations. Okay, so we have to also make that active expirations, because if a key expires but no users ever request it again, it sits in the memory forever like a ghost. To prevent a memory leak, you need an automated garbage collection sweeper. Okay, yeah, that's a true. We need to accountability, which will be clearing all the things time to time. Okay. Design choice. Background loop. Okay. Running an set interval must awake up periodically. Scan the keys. Evaluate if date dot now greater than expires and the completely purge expired data blocks from the memory. Okay. 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 So this is a background loop. Database snapshot rollbacks point in time recovery. If a system crash happens or an incorrect command breaks the live data set, you need to restore your database back to a stable state. Okay. The design choice of snapshot system serialize the clones, the complete internal state map into a isolated storage variable. If a rollback is triggered, it completely overrides and active map will be cloned state data. Okay, little understanding. Let's go with the hints and the clues that we are have. So what we have to do is we have to create a memory data engine, database engine. What our vision is for now is in memory database engine. Okay, so this is the goal to create. Let's have a glimpse about this. So we have a class first of all. Class name for now is Redis and mock DB. Okay, we have this class constructor, and now let's move forward. Constructor private states, which means we have a variable. So store, we have a native JavaScript of map, which means we are having a new map, which is a data structure which stores the values in the object similar to object format. You can see key value pair. Okay. We are also having a snapshot. Some snapshots. Okay. And it's an array to store the historical point in time system backups layers. Okay. Public method API engine. Okay. You are having something public thing which is a set key dot of value dot ttl. Okay. Saves the key. We have a key, right? Okay. We're supposed to save. Okay. So we'll check first if this dot hashtag store, which is a map we have been saved as store dot has, we will check does is has a key. So it will have, so we will do certain else. uh Else what will we do? Let's go with the question first of all. Millisecond, save the key. If the TTL is millisecond is passed, compute the absolute expiration timestamp, date dot now and TTL, and save the both as a metadata object. If no TTL is provided, set expiry at null infinity. Okay. Brainstorming, how to begin your brainstorming. So think like a database engineer, start mapping out your variables before writing your code lines. Consider this point. How will you initialize the background set interval loop inside your constructor to run the garbage collector sweeper of every 1 second? Okay. These are the some helping questions that helps us to think wisely for our program. Just a second. So before moving forward, let's just understand what things we are having and how we can proceed. How can you translate your map into a clean, detached, clone layout when having a snapshot layer? Okay. Mm-mm-mm. We have a key value. Okay. So if else, what will be happening here? We have to save this key. Okay. So we have two conditions here. One is if the store as key, which means we have to just update it. So what we can do is this dot hashtag store dot set key is like this and value is this. Okay, it's supposed to either both the case we have to so we are removing this thing. Okay, because it's not addition, we are just updating the value. So we have been saved the value and millisecond is past if a TTL, this is TTL, expirations is date of now plus TTL, and save both of a metadata object. How was supposed to metadata object? Mm, save the key. Okay, save the key. We have been saved the key. If a TTL is a millisecond, we're supposed to get a test case also, right? Mm, but for now, we are avoiding the test cases. Let's understand the question deeply more. TTL, it should be a structured metadata object containing the value. Every key inside your storage map shouldn't just save a raw value. It should save a structured metadata object containing the value and expiratory expiration. Okay. Okay, got it. So our map is just not saving this value. Apart from this, they are saving the value as a object. Let obj equals to object. Okay, in that object, what we have to say is some metadata, right? Mm, it should be like this. How are we supposed to fix this? Move forward. So that's expiring. So object, it has a key. Expires, just see, expires at equals to, it will be having date dot now plus TTL. Okay, so this is we are having. Apart from this, we are also having a value, right? Does it should be a key value? No, I don't think so. Let's just having a day value. I think so. It should be like this, more clear as opposed to value. Okay. Do we check this apart from this before? Okay, let's go what we have understood, the best thing we have a knowledge till now. So I think so this will be able to easily store the metadata, and instead of value we are just saving the object. Okay, so now our object will be like this key. If it has a key, this is a map originally, and this is will be the key, right? And here it will be have a metadata like this. This will be the metadata, and here the value will be having a certain ABC, suppose ABC here storing as a value, and here expires at will be having a date plus now some kind of a one to random string like this. It will be containing here. Just for the reference, we are assuming that our output of this thing will be like certain kind of this thing. Okay, let's move forward. What we are having next is uh, if a TTL in millisecond is passed, compute the absolute expirations time data TTL, save both as a metadata object. If no TTL is provided, set expiry at to null. Okay, so first we will check if 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 TTL equals to not equals to equals to null, or TTL equals to undefined defined. So what we are going to do is let's copy this and paste here. It will be not dated now, it will be expired null. Okay, else what we are going to do is the statement. Okay, so I think so this is good for now. So after that, so now we have a clear value and understand what will we do. So it will be storing the value as a in the object as a metadata, and those metadata will be stored as the object here. Okay, why not we keep it as a metadata object metadata meta object metadata? It will be easy for understanding also. Okay, let's have this object metadata. So here we are having a object metadata stored. Okay, got it, understood. So this is actually a system design problem, and we are solving this problem. So our main goal is in memory database engine, some like mock Redis database, like Redis stores the data, like we are creating a mock database for inspiring the Redis. Okay, let's go to the next thing. We have been done with this. Okay, after that we are having get. Okay, for now close this set. We are going with the get getter setter. This are the getter and setter method. Get will be having a key. So look up the way. The lazy expiration rule. Before returning the data, check if the key has expired. If it has deleted it instantly from the store. Okay, which has been this store. This map is containing, and return -1. Okay, so what we will do? Check if this dot hashtag store dot has, this is a map, so map has a has method, has key. What will check? If it has key, so it will do certain thing. If not, else it will be return -1. Okay. Otherwise, it's return the raw string. Check if the expirations rule before. Okay. Just a second. Run before the data if the key has expired. If it has deleted it instantly from the store, and return -1. Otherwise, return the raw value string. So if it is has, then we have to also check about its. Uh, let's have a check first of all. If it doesn't have a key, then it will be return -1. Okay, got it. If it has, then we have to check. What we are going to check is check if the key is expired. It has instant. So first of all, we have to check how to check that key. First of all, see we are having this value as a here. Okay. So what we will be doing is here. This dot hashtag store dot get uh, key. It will be key. Okay, so let's just store this. Let meta data equals to this dot key. We got a metadata here as a key, so it will be got a value. And what we are supposed to check is this is an object, right? So meta data dot, instead of dot we will be write like this: expires at metadata. So expires at it has a certain value. Expires at, so if it has deleted it instantly from the store, return -1. But how we are supposed to check when expires at? Does we have some date dot now feature here or no? Snapshot. Let expiry. Okay, expiry equals to metadata dot expire. So here we have the data. So suppose something we have, if expiry equals to, for now we have suppose date dot now, we have if both matches, then return -1. Else return, what we have to return? Return the raw value string. Okay, return metadata value. Okay, so it will be returning like this. I'm just a little bit curious, is it value or just to check the run? Okay, for now there is nothing to see. A little confused. It is double within double inverted comma or without. Okay, no issue. We'll just check if we got error. We means it's not. If not, well, we are going good. So let's have okay. Next step: create snapshot. Clone the exact current state layout of the store and saves it to the snapshot. Okay, let's create a snapshot. Okay, we have created a snapshot. What it's do? Clones the exact layout store. Okay, clone. So how are we supposed to clone? I'm forgetting. Okay, what I think so. We will be this dot hash snapshot dot push. What will be pushing? This dot hashtag store, which is supposed to, what will the data will be pushing inside the snapshot, which means it's having a data. I think it's like similar to clone. For now, hint, since maps holds reference value, you must deeply clone or convert your map into a structure string object layout, so the changing active data later doesn't alter past backups. It's meant to be deeply clone, not a shallow clone. So what we can do is uh, push as a string. So JSON dot stringify. We are having as JSON dot stringify something, and we can do go with that option. So it will be just converting this thing into the stringify, and it will be pushed into this array. So it's moreover like a string containing. After that, we will convert into a JSON dot parse. I think so. Yeah. So it will helps to convert the into the normal object. Okay. So okay, we have a clear glimpse about for now. Hint. Okay, we got a hint. After that, we have a rollback also. Let's have a rollback here. So what does this rollback do is, let's just check. Retrieves the very last snapshot, save completely, clears hashtag store, and restore the database properties to match the snapshot exact structure. Okay, rollback retrieves the very last snapshot. Okay, very last snapshot, which means the first value of the snapshot saved completely. Restore retrieves the very last. Okay, completely clear the store. So first of all, the case is if the dash is dot snap. Okay, it's not shape. Snapshots dot length is less than 0, less than or equal to 0. Return empty, empty snapshots. Okay, so here only we directly telling that this is empty snapshot we are not working with. Okay. What's what I supposed to is equal to 0 also means the same thing. Yes, like let's say it's a habit, so no issue. Let's go next is it will be called, right? How is supposed to call? Last snapshot saved. Retrieves the very last snapshot. Completely clears the store. Okay, store will be cleared. Mm, this dot hashtag store dot delete. Yeah, delete is the fine thing. We shall be removing all. Does let's check in JS map data structure has a delete method. I think so. It's have something. Yes, map data structure has a build delete. Delete the key. Yeah, it has a delete. We have to just delete all the keys if uh, 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 map delete object delete. Uh, does we have any option to clear all the data inside map? I'll just check. Yes, you can do inside a data map using the clear method. Okay, we are also having a clear method, so we are not clearing the one by one data. We are just snapshot, right? Steer instead of delete, we will be using the clear thing. Okay, we have a steer. When we have options, use them. Okay. So, okay, got it. We have options. We clear that data and restore the database properties to match the snapshot exact structure. Okay, let data equals to, what we will do is this dot hashtag snapshots, which is first variable, right? Which is first and this data should be converted into JSON parse string. Okay, just asking the question. JSON dot stringify and parse syntax. Just I have a confusion relating to syntax. Okay, value replaces space. Stringify spelling also is wrong. Stringify stringify. This is the value replacer. JSON. Do we have anything? Values in object something replaces space. For now, we didn't want anything. Yeah, we are just passing this thing. Okay. So like this user, like we are passing the whole object here, map here. I mean, and after that we have a parse, which helps to back text plus reviewer JSON dot parse. Okay, or this is all the data that we are storing, and JSON dot parse. Yeah, this is the correct thing. This dot sap. First thing we are saving in the array. So yeah, we are going with the. Mm, for now, we are going with the best thing that we have understood. After that, we have a data. So that data should be. This is a map, right? Mm, so what we will do is, uh, this dot hashtag store equals to data. Just vice versa. Okay. After that, okay. So we have a solution here. Let's just check it out. Websites work because I think we have been using the best thing that we have been understood. Our const r1 equals to new redis mock db. Okay, we have a data, and in the constructor we have nothing, so we don't worry about it. So let's just check what we are doing. So we have been completed our in-memory database engine as a using the OOPS concept. This is some kind of a low-level design, I think so. We will confirming it. So we have been complete these questions, and let's just test it out how it's working. Okay. So first is R1 dot set. We are having a key like for now key is let's go to Hindi syntax. Chabi. Okay. And the value is Tala. Tala. Let's have some. And TTL is just two. For now, what we understood. And R1 console dot log R1 dot get. I don't know what get should be. Okay, get what it is about. Get chubby. Just see. We have a error expires at not defined. Show line number 20. 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. What we have 20 here? 20. Yeah, I think so. It should be like this. Now run this. Line number 20 expires now. Expires now. Okay. It should have this. Tala. Okay. It's working. It's working. It's working. We have been set, and what we can see is we have get and return the metadata value. And what value we have been set it? We have been set it the Tala as a value. Okay. So our prototype is working. Let's moving forward. Our code is working fine, and let's create snapshot. Okay. Is it returning something? Does it need to be returned something? No, it's doesn't return something. Retries the restore the exact. Okay, but we want to see also, right? Return this dot hashtag store. So let's just check how does this work. Okay, and r1 dot create snapshot. Okay, after that we are going to see console.log r1 dot create, not create. You want to just see rollback. How does rollback work here? Okay. Why it is empty? Why the rollback is empty? I want to just see how does the rollback thing works here. Uh, what we did wrong something here. So it was returning the metadata value, right? But it when it's accessing the metadata, it should we have data, right? Stores that key is a have, okay. Set object is a empty. Okay, object is empty. Object dot metadata value is okay. Let's just console.log here. Console.log object metadata. Does it empty here? Okay. Just have a see here. Okay, so it has the data, right? After that, let's just cut this down line and see here. See here. Now we are having time expire at also. So what's the issue then? Why we are seeing the empty array? Null, and it's a working here. This dot store as a set. Okay, does it wrong here? This dot set key equals to map. After that console dot log this dot hashtag store. Let's just see this also. Uh, mm, check here. No, we are having value also map. You can see the value is properly coming, and we have a map value. So we are working in the in-memory database engine, the Redis mock database we are creating, try to creating, working with it. So where we are losing because we didn't see anything data here. We want to see the data. Mm-mm-mm. Just understood where does we going wrong. So here in the set is working properly. Get also working properly. I think so. This dot snapshot has some issue. Console dot log this dot hashtag snapshot. So we are debugging. Yeah. Let's just see. Snapshot is empty. Snapshot is empty. So the main culprit is the this dot snapshot. So let's just see console dot log is the this dot hashtag store is empty. Uh, this dot store. Okay. Okay, there is a too much comment for now. Let's just comment this out. All the logs. Let's now run. So this dot score. No, this has data, right? So why it's empty here? We need this data. So our culprit is not set, not get. Snapshot create snapshot also is working fine. Mm, so what's happening here? So let's just before and after. After after it is empty.
It is storing the null value, but which should be stored this value. Why it is so? Let's just clarify. Okay, let's just store this thing. Let data equals to data. Instead of data, data, data. Data is something good sounds. Data, kisko data? Okay, nothing. Let's just and now post it data. Let's just check now. Again, it is empty data. We should get this data. Why? Why the a map is empty? We should have this map right now. Let's just console.log data. And see, data is also empty. Hmm, what is happening here? JSON dot. We'll just see what does this data giving. Both are empty. Why so? Is our JSON dot stringify is the wrong thing? Let's just understand the syntax. JSON dot stringify. JSON dot stringify is a user. Okay. So this dot store. This is a map, whole map, right? This is also something, and I would just want to use this thing. Okay, so we can't directly do this. Instead of that, just we have stored first the data. Now we have a data, right? Let's just comment this out. We have a data. What's the issue? We have a data, right? And what we will be doing is here is use this data here. DTA. Okay. After that, we will be doing just this here. Okay. Let's just check. Okay. Data. We are have a data. And after that, we are a snapshot. Snapshot is still console.data before after before is working fine, but after is not working. Before is fine. We have our data here. In the data, we are having a data. After that, let's just console.log JSON.stringify data stringify string process and just process. Okay, here we have a process. Process is empty. Okay, so what's the issue is the process. Why didn't we able to see JSON.stringify works to convert map data structure into string. If I stringy, just check. No, does not work directly on the JavaScript map. If you pass the map instance into JSON, it ignores the data structure entirely and returns an empty string. Okay, that's all the issue. Only map stores some data internally and store JSON only reads the enumerable property. What we can do is okay, so like this we can do with using helping from the object.entries. Mm, so we got the issue. So let's just do this thing. Go with the object.entries or project.from entries. Okay. So here we are learn new thing that we can't convert an map. Uh, we can't JSON just use the stringify with the JavaScript map. We have to use this thing. Like we can go with the object dot form entries. Either we can create that or we can go with the 2D array. But that's okay. We will go with the simpler thing, object dot entries. Now let's just see. Okay, now we are having the Chavi and also proper data returning. Okay, so let's just remove all the thing from here for now. Okay, so we got it. Understood. Let's just check now. Yeah, we got the first thing and also the whole map. Okay, that's it for thing. I think so. Our solution is completed. Let's just check with the AI. Check and review. I mean, review our solution and give feedback. Feedback for this. And does this question is a low level design question, design part? You just ask them. Okay. Yes, this question is absolutely a core part of a low level designing. Okay, so we are practicing a low level designing. A senior engineer interviews designing a key value store or cache like Redis and is a classic problem. You have a excellent design choice, especially with the stringify, converting the map into stringify. However, your engine currently contains three critical design bug. Okay, a system has a three critical bug design inside it to leak memory or break or data literable. Let's do a concise architectural review. Okay, so this is like expiry. Okay, yeah, because we just assume that it will be having. Why it's broken? The data now tracks time down to a single millisecond. The chance of a user calling .get at the exact millisecond the key will expire is almost zero. If a key expires at millisecond 100 and the user request is a 101, the conditions elaborates to false and serves the expiry data. Okay. Uh, Low level design fix always use a ceiling threshold boundary if the expiry not equals to null. And okay, so let's just see how does they handling this. Mm, it's not about the rollback, it's not about the, it's about the get. Yeah, it's about the get. So this is a low level question design, system design question. So and we are having a sim 3 critical, but apart from that our object our try was good enough, but we have to improve that also. So this has a certain bugs. We could not returning that's from here. What we can do is if the expiry not equals to uh, null and date dot now is greater than equals to expiry. Okay, expiry, it should be greater than equals to expiry and then it should return. Okay, this was the certain thing that we miss. Actually we are setting the null also, which is the infinity. Okay, so this was the test case we missed. The lazy evictions, if the key has expired you return -1, but you forgot to delete it from the store. Okay, you must delete also. We are just not returning -1, we are also doing deleting this dot because there is a expiry data which should be empty because it's none of use. We have to delete the key. Okay, the two main point we have been understood. And third is type override crash. Okay, critical type data overwrited. Store dot clear, which is about the rollback. Yeah, and okay, why it's broken data is a plain JavaScript object parse. Your entire object classes is a store, native map. Yeah, yeah, okay. So how do we are supposed to back that data? Okay, snapshots. Debug is something different. Okay, they're using debug here. So how am I supposed to back my data? Roll back. Okay, return. That is a great thing. Last snap row. Okay, instead of they using dot, they are try to use the pop method also, which returns the data. Okay, but we are stick with this only for now. Okay, so what are they using? Snapshot row. That is a thing. Okay, we got a data here, pass object, and it should clear thing. Okay, this dot data. Oh, so they are supposed to use like this new map. Okay, yeah, we forgot to object dot entries again. Was that time in the starting on road we have put that thing. We learn this thing new. So data, we pass this data and return instead of this. What we are supposed to do is return roll back successful. But overall, I think so. We have been completed a good thing. Test cases is also there. Yeah, the test cases are huge. We use a little bit. Okay, they are passing this expiry to 1000 second. We just passes the 2 year. Yeah, that's a good. Mhm. You have successfully designed or built a high-level resilient stateful. Although it has some bug, maybe have a three little bugs, but then also we have been practice through enough. So this also understanding comes from the practice only. So we have to increase our understanding more about that. So yeah, that was a great practice project. So we have been completed a mini project that is an in-memory database engine like Redis mock data base. So other than that, we are having working with the e-commerce event orchestra, which is a central hub circuit breaker load balance. Although I think we haven't tried this question, so we will be try this in the next session. And interactive visual notification engine. Okay, real HTML element using vanilla. Okay, this was the most important thing that we are going to do after a second project. So actually, it's will containing the DOM manipulations and event hooks. So it will be most interesting project so far in our practice session. So interested for that. Okay. For now, that's it for our side. So thanks for your time for watching us. And join us, guys. Share your questions, share your queries, or share your project details that you're working on. So we are inspired also, and we are also can open source sometime. We are contribute. So it will also create a community where we can discuss each other project, how we can go better, how can we track or add any other functionality or something, or we can review sometime. So it will be encourage all other peoples also, and you can also networking from with us and other than peoples who are watching our videos, and share this thing with your friends and invite them also in our community. In YouTube we have a community sections there you can also post, and we can also share our learnings, and you can also share your interest about things. We love to see that, and comment and show your comments. So mention yourself, mention your projects, mention your workings. We will love to see that. So that's it from my side for now. Today, in today's session, we have been practice the Redis mock database, which is a in-memory database engine. Yeah, interesting. And we have also checked our syllabus. So after this of the questions, we are also having some of the syllabus here. Uh, I think so. This is not. Let's go back to this syllabus. We are having a syllabus. How to call method inside here. I think we have a syllabus also. Yeah, we are also going to learn the high level designing, how it will work in upcoming projects when we have some understanding of how the full stack developer or a non stack or something. We will working with the front end, back end, and different databases. Also, we will be exploring the SQL too. That's a great thing. Along we have a MongoDB, but we will be focusing on the SQL more because the industry has a more effect on that. So we will be understanding that too. Uh, so yeah, I think so. That's it for today. So meet you in the next session. Till then, have a nice day. Good night. Bye bye. That's our time. Let me stop the screen. Stop sharing. And we are good to go. Bye bye.